A baby's born.
Amelia, can I please have your toy?
Before we eat, we shall say grace. Everyone, hands and heads.
Her family was kind, generous, and religious. They valued culture and Christianity.
All of our friends and family before we sleep. Amen.
Amen.
Henrietta knew there were some religions that accepted the rejection of women.
We got a lot of work to do.
She opened up the Working Girls Association with her sister Amelia.
Henrietta then published the first magazine for working women in Canada.
May I please have one magazine?
3 cents. Thank you for shopping at Women's International. Have a great day.
You too.
Later, she moved to Saskatchewan and became generously involved with the Women's Christian Temperance Union. In 1893, Henrietta helped found the National Council of Women with Lady Aberdeen, who was the wife of the Governor-General. Again with Lady Aberdeen, Henrietta contributed her time and effort with the Victorian Order of Nurses in 1897. With her family, Henrietta moved to Fort Macleod, Alberta. At the time, she was 53 years old. "11 years later, Henrietta created a summary of federal and provincial laws for Canada. These laws were relating to Canadian women and children. Henrietta wrote 2 handbooks about women and Canadian law. The first one was called Legal Status of Women in Canada. Henrietta wrote her second handbook in 1921 that was called Legal Status of Women in Alberta. Alongside Emily Murphy, Nellie McClung, Louise McKinney, and Irene Parlby, who as a group were known as the Famous Five, won the Persons Case. The case identified the legal status of women as people under the British North American Act.
2 short years later, on November 10th, 1931, Henrietta Muir Edwards passed away in Fort Macleod. She was 82 years old, and her grave stays in Edmonton, Alberta to this day. Thanks to Henrietta Muir Edwards and all of the ladies in the Famous Five's contributions to Alberta, women have many more rights than they had before, and we are very grateful for it. Due to their efforts towards women's fairness in Alberta, women are now classified as persons. We would not be seen as equals if it were not for the Famous Five, and for this we are forever grateful.